Hello, and welcome to City Cruise Live. Today we're going to continue with Danganronpa, Goodbye Despair. And last we left off, I have no idea what happened. But, I guess we finished the trial. And then some weird stuff started to happen. So we'll see what's going on there. Because Chiaki is supposed to be dead. But she's not dead. I think. Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagato's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently, there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
Why are we talking like this is normal? Hey. Oh yikes, welcome. We weren't able to see it until the day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the trial? Why are you here? Chiaki, what's going on? I'm scared. Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
And why are we talking as if this is normal? Hey, oh, you missed out on a pretty good episode, but glad you can make it to this one. You had art class. Oh. Well, I hope you had fun there. Yeah, oh yeah, you missed a lot. You missed your precious Nagato's trial killing. But yeah, Chiaki is the killer, but something weird's happened, and now she's here even though she should be dead. So I'm confused. Maybe Nagato planned to leave this as a will. Nagato's will. Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it, to the restaurant. Why is she here? I don't understand what's going on. What's going on? Something's not right. Something's very suspicious. I'll have to look up the trailer. Yeah, I'll have to upload it a bit later. Uploading them to YouTube is a bit delayed. Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagato really left another message. Kneel before Miss Anya and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamsters, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
What is going on? Why are you... A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonya go for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. What's going on? Gundam.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is Hajime like hallucinating because everything's gone so bad? And he like wants his friends to be back with him or something? Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. He wanted the traitor to survive. Nagato was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer? And even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. What is going on? But if everyone... They didn't even have a chapter close. Because usually they have a chapter ending at the end of a trial. But it didn't say it was the end of a chapter. So technically this is still chapter 5. But if everyone but the trader is watching this video,
How unfortunate.
then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... What? The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about the world, and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. What is going on? But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, my throat's like all like coldy, you know? So I'm finding it hard to read. Harder than usual. Don't judge me, Tiger. Plus, Monokuma is trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... seriously pissing me off. Is there actually a clue in this somehow? Hell and ice... something. Keith? Keth? Only... happiness? My nose. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
But that's enough of reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. Is it the ruins? The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nozumi's castle.
Well...
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys still think you're not gonna die or something? Stop it, stop it, stop it. Don't stop something. What? I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now is a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that was written on Nozumi's castle. You have to use it to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. What? Tell the others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. So humble. Respect it.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
Is he Makoto from the first game? Because that would be the only reason he'd want to be called the Ultimate Hope, right? Because like maybe he remembered his memories from before in the school trials, which remembered that he beat the class trials last time, which made him basically the Ultimate Hope. So he's like, now call me the Ultimate Hope again. Don't forget it. This was Nagato's final message. That 11037 number that Nagato said was the password. There's no mistake. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
We better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. This is so weird. I have no idea what's going on. Now's not the time to relax. There you go. What's going on? Oh yes. Why is it red? Or is it just afternoon? It's blood. Somehow I feel it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also the countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
What's going on? Why are they here? They're not really here. They're kinda here?
Thanks for the food.
I miss Tetsuru though. And if you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I kept with me?
Dumbass!
Now it's not.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
It's gonna be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect you, young master. Now then, let's go forward.
Shut up. This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
What?
I told her that you only understand Piggy Dog. What is going on? Is this even actually the game? Or is it like like my dream?
In the name of my family.
Hajime.
11037, right? Yeah. Cool.
It's gonna be fine.
No need to worry. Okay. What if Nagato just gave us like the wrong password? I feel like that's something he would do. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Oh, is this our place? From the first game? This is the original trial room?
Is this a trial ground?
Why are there still moving things in here? This must be quite a few years old, right? No one should be in here.
But why am I at a trial ground?
Leon. Oh.
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world... Oh. What? What is going on? I'm so confused by this. Well, that thing's really going off. Are we gonna die? What's going... Stage clear. What? Wait, what? Smile at hope in the name of despair. So that's the end of... I like the glitching though, it's a cool effect. They do it well, but like, what does this mean? So that's the end of chapter 5. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking. That's a really annoying sound. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. Who is this? Who are we talking as? I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored out of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities, that's a hard word, won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Haha, you look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. Do you like ships, right? Ships. Oh, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. That sounds really annoying. You just realize that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly I saw a streak. What is going on? I have no idea. We're on a ship now? Is this Hajime? Why are we on a ship? Is he still alive? I don't understand. The overfamiliar attitude and friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagato Kamadi. Well, that means that maybe it's not Hajime. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then? What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. Oh, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge that they're true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. How long is this ship sound gonna go? It's really annoying. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they have a high expectation for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are they planning to do, now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Yeah, that noise just... it's just the same thing repeating over and over, which is very annoying. Then, will I be able to see her again? Whoa, since when did Nagato have such fine nails? What? And what's up with the bandage on his arm? Is that... He didn't always have that, did he? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much. Hate? Then explain your hand. Ah, this? The end of that bandage. It's a woman's hand, right? Ha ha ha. Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. What? But even now, it still hasn't rotted. This is getting creepy. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. Is that Junko's hand from the first game? This is getting real weird. I'm freaked out. I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Ah, I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that I... Wait, no. Do I hate her? Oh, that's strange. Oh, look out the window. I'm finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? This is really weird. That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? We've... What time is this happening in? Is this happening before we came to the island? Because I don't remember Nagato having a girl's hand this whole time. Unless he wrapped it up very well. But Nagato should be dead. I don't understand what's going on. What's gonna happen? I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you were boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Heading to the school trip. What is this? Huh. What is this? It's the door! What? So are we at the start of the game again? There's a door. A door! Why is there a door here? Where even is here? Where am I exactly? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Huh. Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived in a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. Don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. Just like before. When we were all gathered in the classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? I'm about to stop typing. You say what I'm going to type. Yep, I'm a mind reader. That's my ultimate talent. That'd be a good talent to have.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
I don't get what's the glitchy effect going on. Like, why is that a thing? What does the glitchy thing mean? Did he say what I think he just said? He definitely just said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy, but why would this be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. So we're back here, in the old Hope's Peak Academy. And we can't go anywhere except for where they want us to go. What's this? Guessing that's locked too. This is so creepy compared to everything else. Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not okay to cower anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Chapter 6. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gym. I wasn't expecting something normal. But what is going on? Is this where the original killing school trial was going on? In this building? On the island?
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo!
We heard the announcement came too. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
What do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right, anyway, you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
why you?
You.
You.
Hey. Where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock. I just told you, guys. This is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No, no!
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway.
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies!
You were serious about that? Stupid fool! I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this!
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I want to. Oh, what was that chapter 0 and stuff? I don't. Oh, game! I don't understand. You're chronologically, whatever you call it. Chronology? Chronology. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic?
Fine, fine.
Oh well. It's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with it. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
It means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and inside the ruin. What? I made this Hope's Academy between the door to the ruin and inside the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey, hey, hey!
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment, you're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure
But on the
about
other hand,
this?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying, just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No, no, no!
You can't do that, the main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast.
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrive.
Damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout the Hope's Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise the main cast is gonna hate me. So please, rest assured and strive to do your very best during the field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with a cryptic word, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, it was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world, main cast. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, hey!
Like, let's keep insisting that this place is Hope's Academy. But that's impossible,
What are
right?
you saying?
How do we make it a Hope's Academy from Tropical Island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
Okay, so the ruin isn't Hope's Academy. He did some magic stuff to make us travel to Hope's Academy through the ruin. Or something like that. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? No?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing.
I'm
I don't really get it, but... Is that all?
gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck's Monokuma anyway? He's not a part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what's the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means... Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not the world's ender, then we really are tricked by Monokuma. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on the island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. What should we do?
Damn it.
If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? If he's telling us to investigate like we have been,
Alright!
Like...
yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope's Academy.
Ah.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, can we go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Speak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is to leave the island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. Monokuma should already know. No, that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? You should already know that we never choose to stay on the island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
What
are we looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside the damn building. Well, I'll just go ahead for now. Alright.
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She's obviously thinking about anything. She isn't thinking about anything.
However...
We'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
We should do our very best. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach a goal.
Jeez.
Akane really already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around. Okay, let's go split up and look around.
Later.
Come on.
Excuse me.
Alright. Investigate. Ah, hello.
I knew you could do it.
Alright. Oh, how are we on level 5? Huh? That's weird. This is a hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not going to fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Oh, now it's all glitchy. That's cool. What is up, though? This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it now. As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Are we gonna learn about what happened in that room with all the blood? From the first game? Oh no, it's locked off. Whoa. What? Okay, I can't go there. What is up? Where can I go? Okay, the only place I can go is the dojo? That's a weird place. Okay. What is going on? Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. A book. Is that Chiaki? What's this? Is this a manga? The title. It's manga, isn't it? I always say it wrong. Manga? not manga. Manga for Morons. A History of Host Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is this a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history class first.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Alright. Just as I thought, Monokuma made this, that totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Okay, no, it's not Chiaki. I picked up the manga on the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Host Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high school students. Nevertheless, Hope Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident was triggered the tragedy, the biggest most awful. Yes, we've heard that like a million times. That's right. It was the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The Hope Peak Academy was crippled by the incident, and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Alright. Huh. The ending was so sudden, it's like a manga that suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga. The tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga's only mentions the names. We don't really know the details, but no. It'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. And more importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserved core students, right?
but hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is, you of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget you were a part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. Well, what do you mean want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Damn it, what the heck. Oh, we got truth bullets, okay. This is real weird. I don't think we'll... Do you think we'll finish this in this episode? I don't feel like we will. Ah, hey.
What's going on?
This hallway's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. I can't go anywhere else except for here? I thought I was in there. Oh, another book. Manga for morons, the tragedy of Hope's Academy. Are they just like spilling out all of the lore of the game just in at the end? I don't know, it's kind of lazy writing, but like, okay. I just want to know what's happened. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope's Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the most awful event. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. I don't know, I like that art style. What's written here is, as the name suggests, a tragedy. The key player in the event was a student named Azuru Kamakura. Isn't that the chick that died in the last game, or am I thinking of the wrong one? Azuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Okay, not him. Not who I was thinking of. Supposedly, Azuru was a genius among geniuses, and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Azuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Azuru's origin and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Azuru's existence. But Azuru was known as a symbol of hope. Who was known as the symbol of hope was responsible for the horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Azuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Azuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stroked the fire of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of the Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful tragedy. Danganronpa 0. There are actual mangas for Danganronpa, isn't there? Are these like giving me a brief synopsis of those? There are actual mangas if my research is correct. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He really pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagata mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagata said was the true meaning of hope. But for Uzuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be a part of the reserve department. I want to read GR 0, but I've already been spoiled. Here it said that the reserve corps student in the reserve department began the uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way I had a reason to do something like that. Alright. Where to next game? I'm guessing we go to every building in here, but they only slowly unlock or something. Yeah, this one's unlocked. All the lights are off. What the hell is in this room? It's freaking cold. All the lights are off. Oh hey, Monokuma.
I've been found.
I have no idea where in the chronology this game is taking place. Because there should be dead bodies in here from the last trial, unless this happens really far after the previous game, or it's happening before the previous game. Anyway, or this isn't actually the proper academy. There's another manga. The biggest awful event. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. Just what was this incident all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I don't feel like it's going to be lame when they've built it up so much. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly. But the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and peoples of various races and nations began joining. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late, and the ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm, the media was saturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. There's so much long words. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats I don't know how to say that word. Diats? Dietats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not on for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by a high school student progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope Speak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Speak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope. Coup d'etat. Ah, okay. Oh, I have to go? Australia's Got Talent. Wow! Australia's Got Talent is more important than this? Wow, Tiger. Alright. See you later. Is them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest of all. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was in the freezing room. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? Manga? Eh? Top 10 anime betrayals. How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like the manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though. Thanks to them stealing your memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brain. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. Must be remembered. For a headmaster, I'm looking for you now. On one hand, I'm really happy to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried whether you'll be okay in the outside world. Alright. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. Where should I go next? Wherever else is opened. Is it that one or? No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Alright, here you go.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. I'm gonna be either way. Almost. Anyway, this game's coming to a close, but, well, I guess it's not out yet, but next month, I have a game similar to this, to Danganronpa, that I'm going to be playing, because I love that game. I have played it before, but it's such a good game. and it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch. The game I'm talking about is The World Ends With You. I don't know if you know it, but that game is so good. It's better than Danganronpa's story, in my opinion. And it's kind of like the same kind of story thing, except it's got better gameplay as well. And it's not about murder. Actually, it is a murder mystery. But anyway, I don't want to spoil too much. It's a really good game. I hope you tune in for that. But that'll only happen next month when it comes out. It's such a good game. I can't stop praising it enough. Do you know it? Oh yikes. The World Ends With You. That's what it's called.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. I've heard of it. Don't know what it's about, but it seems good. It's so good! You have to tune in when I play it on stream. I'm gonna play it as soon as I get... It's coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and I got my Nintendo Switch hooked up here. So, yeah. When that comes out, I'm gonna be playing that, and it's gonna be so good! So good. Yeah. You gotta tune in for that. That's a good game. Why hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. But don't spoil yourself on The World Ends With You. It's kind of like Danganronpa. You don't want to spoil it for yourself. You really gotta let the surprises come at you. I've played it like 10 years ago at this point. 10 years ago is when I first played it. Oh, it was a good game. Good game. Anyway, I should stop fanboying over that game and finish this one. It's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't know what... I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what did you need to tell me? It's about the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days.
Actually...
It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and fearsome person alive.
Yes, indeed!
Lady Junko in Inoshima. Alright, so then how long after this? The only game I've been spoiled on is Danganronpa 3. Accidentally, Okay. Well, don't spoil yourself on The World Ends With You. It's something like Danganronpa, where you can really get into the lore and like try and extract every little bit of information. It's so good. It's so good. It beats Danganronpa in my opinion, and it's only one game. It's not even 3. It's just one game, and it's so good. And like, I should stop talking about it. It's just, I can talk about it forever because it's so good. Junko Inoshima.
Hey,
As for the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I believe. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout the history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, She even influenced those in the highest elite. How do you say that? I know the word, but I can't remember how to say it. Echelons of power.
Phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. She even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Well, like I said,
You...
why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inishima's despair. Huh? For Junko Inishima, despair isn't about purpose. A set principle of way of life or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Inishima as Junko Inishima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inishima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despair one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, everything else. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despair who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inishima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for their children, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inishima's name. For example, they killed their families and their friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days that the Reserve Corps students were during the tragedy of Hope's Week Academy? Final days.
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfill their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All 2,357. Oops. It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Was that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko Inishima. Hey, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Inishima is already dead. Huh? How does he know that? A few years ago, is what you said is true? Junko Inishima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga from One's Killing School Life. In that bloody classroom. Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
From manga about this killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inishima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inishima is dead.
like...
It turns out the killing school life was part of the whole biggest most awful incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras was broadcasting the whole thing.
So,
Students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. You are right. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students he placed in a trap. And after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. No matter how horrible she was. There's no reason to fear someone who's dead.
Bastard!
And the rest of the ultimate despair behind this are the followers of Junko carrying out her will. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'd lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted to read the manga version since it took time to draw.
What are you gonna
Oh well,
do?
I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What are you gonna do if that happens?
Ooh, how exciting.
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing the character route. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
What?
What a surprise. Do you want to hear about the ultimate despair again?
Hey,
Okay, already. Oh, different place. It's cool that they brought back the old places though. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut
Well, you know,
feeling.
it's just my gut, but I feel like there's someone's getting closer. What do you mean?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Oh. What are those? What's the time? We probably won't finish this today, but we're getting pretty close. I think I can stream tomorrow, so tomorrow will be the end, probably. This looks like the music room. What is that? I feel like I can see something strange. Hologram. This is very different to what I remember. The walls are very different. Very glitched or something. What is this? Words are floating in the air. The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Onishima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of this killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hokuto Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been complete. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Post-Peak Academy. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation. There were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened about Jabberwock? This is so confusing. What is going on? I just want to know everything. Is it normal anymore? Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we lost. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? It's not just that. The mark engraved in the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful tragedy event in human history, the graduates of Post-Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of the Post-Peak Academy. Aren't they known as the World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. So now we have good and bads. We have the Ultimate Despairs, which are bad, and the Future Foundation, who are good, at least. That's what I think so far. Oh, I just read it. Ah, dang it. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. My pet. Oh, it's dead. Whoops, I kind of forgot about it. I've been so obsessed with like... Oh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave that. Poor pet. This feels different from the classroom.
Maybe...
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. Why are the flowers pixelated?
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna obsess with Sonia? There's something written on the blackboard. List of subjects is written on. Our names I've seen before. That's all our names. Why is Hiyoko by herself though? Is the newspaper posted on the blackboard? Below is Hiyoko. There she is written here. Wait, she looks older there. Isn't she the lolly girl? Research is boring. Was found guilty yesterday. Chiaki. But it was a very complicated trial. She didn't really purposely kill him. It wasn't like Nagato made a trap, so it made someone kill him, kinda. Anyway. Right now we're in a very weird situation. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Seonji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. No. I guess, but like... It's more complicated than that. Yeah, Hyoko looks so childlike. Pretty much her defining feature. But this looks like a woman. I can see the resemblance. Maybe it's her mother? But her height and figure is too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
That lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Seoji here. Oh, then. Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. Because that makes sense. Time travel, yeah, because that makes sense in this game. Well, actually, pretty much anything can make sense in this game at this point.
I mean...
But Hyoko's dead.
Man...
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Seonji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then it's a relative. No, that's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. Maybe this is all a dream? There is definitely something weird going on, but I don't see why it would be a dream. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What do you say? She's dead. Buffering too often? My connection's fine, so it must be yours. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. She's dead.
Today, I'm
Well, regardless.
feeling white.
All the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
Is he really saying that this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey! This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe there was some kind of experiment, right? Did the experiment change Hyoko's body? I thought he was saying he feels white too. But he said white. Oh, what am I saying? I'm just saying out loud.
What's going on?
It better not have anything to do with the time travel. Even he said time travel. Alright. I've seen that guy around before. Oh. What? There's the letters floating in the air. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnant of despair. Even though They have lost Junko and Ishimo. Fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Inishima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the shining future. Immediately eliminated. Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. This is pretty much all out war. In the remnants of despair, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Okay, with this, you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go to the next stage. Next stage. The mechanics at Time Traveler must be right. I don't think he's been right in any trial so far, so I wouldn't believe him. Oh, everything. Oh, it's cool though. Oh. Whoa. What? He's a mechanic. What does a mechanic know about time travel? Every exploding what? This is so weird, like, this can't be real life. Regarding the report you gave the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors. Of this killing school life. That would be the people who survived the previous game. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue the investigation once they are discovered. We shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Yeah, I know. But it also mentions the people from the previous game as well.
What's this?
My, Hajime. If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation emails. But why was... We actually did get an answer to that. Because it is not Byakuya. It was someone who was imitating Byakuya for some reason. We don't know that reason yet. But yeah, it was someone who was just copycatting Byakuya. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can do that. Who's controlling you? Seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me? That's not important at all. Tsurigami. Thick. His true identity should connect everything to what happened right now. Yeah. It's a file with Host Peak Academy seal on it. Confidential. That means it's a big secret. Why would an important document like that be here? Why am I even asking questions like this? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. About the Host Peak cultivation plan. For many years, Host Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth the true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind. It's kind of alright. This can't be a dream. Oh. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again and I'm walking on my head. What is this? Am I dreaming of something? How am I even walking? I like that they changed the music. They made it sound more like broken, but it's just 8-bit. Is she the only? I don't remember this room. Where am I? Oh wait, oh okay, we're just here. Right. Everything's locked. This is so weird. Oh, this is open. But we will go to that later. Just gotta talk to her first.
It smells.
No, Spider-Man. Someone is coming.
Based on my gut feeling.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah.
They're both.
You.
Alright, someone's coming. They're both good and evil. That's great. To the library. Why are the books all highlighted? There's nothing here except for the email thing. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Nagi. That's us from previous game. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed to our deals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return to the remnants of despair, to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future of hope. What's going on? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Why would our little guy Makoto do a bad? I don't think Makoto would do a bad. There's nothing else in here, right? I don't think Makoto would do something bad. So why would he let the remnants of despair escape? He's a dense sidekick. Hey, monkey.
No.
It's like a tablet computer. It's like the power is on too. Top secret. Neo World Program. Seem to recall hearing that a few times already. Hey, Australia! Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist. We don't know who those are. We only know the Ultimate Programmer, and I thought she was dead. Or he was dead. Don't know who the neurologist and therapist is. We're among the many talented people who researched these research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows the subject to experience a synthetic virtual world. Yeah, Ultimate Program's dead. I don't know. Maybe they did it before all of the events happened? Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only, and any other use is expressly forbidden. Well, I think they unforbidded what they did. Someone definitely used this. None of this game is real. It's all fake. I don't know. Would all of the game be fake? How much of this is fake? And then who is the one that's playing it then? Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts. Trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something that as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flag more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too. Don't tell me this game's gonna be like, the game is a game. And you've just been playing a game this whole time. Wow. Don't tell me it's like that.
Hiya!
Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From the point on, I promise you a world that really deserves to be called a game. It's a virtual reality fighter. Ho ho ho. You games are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is not what you're gonna do. What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Ho ho ho, you see ho ho. What? This hallway. This is cool. We'll probably have to end soon though, I don't know how long more there is in the game.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Yeah, we're in the first game's rooms now. The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. The nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Yeah, the building is from the first game.
Huh? Oh my,
I'm not sure, I do not fully understand. I am interested in the placebo effect as like an actual real thing. I feel like people should use it more. Like, if it works, it works. Who cares if it's fake? Because if it creates real results, then it's not fake. But like, that's for the placebo effect. If it's fake, but it gives real results, I'd say use it. Because even test have like said, even if like the person knows it's a placebo effect, they still have the placebo effect on them. It's kind of weird. The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Classroom 1B. This is where it all started, didn't it? This is the first room in the first game that we were entered. Or we woke up in. What is this big black box? And what does it say on the screen? Generating monocores. File read in 4 seconds. That's kind of slow. Warning, the rendering will not render. Okay. Big object. What in the world is this? The moment I looked at the object. Oh. Is it like a huge book? What? What is this? Whoa. It's Shiori. Welcome. This doesn't seem as, nice. As, like, welcoming. as the Shiori I remember. All this red. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person. Sorting person talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I am not quite a person. I am simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program. Shiori. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. Yeah, we're getting some Tron level stuff. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. It's that feeling from earlier again. It's floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, the only data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears the space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you two. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? Dun, dun, dun. I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysterious mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. Are we all inside a virtual reality thing? And if you get killed, you're not actually killed, you just get knocked out of the virtual reality? Is that how this game's going? Well, for what purpose? But the fact that we're here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed program memory controller unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained into the virtual world, removing memories of my time period. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Putting the program on the survivors of Hope Peak Academy while it's still in an experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening to the outside world. I'm sorry. The lab rats. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. Only I was more reliable. For this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors. They were disguised as teacher and 1 of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. The Grandmaster chose player. Desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't completely control. Faulty Yoshi. What's going on? I might have to end it here though. We're getting to the 2-hour mark. Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infecting through the network. Fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. I was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. What am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything's a lie? Observers. It's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has to limit. If it took over the observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on
okay,
now.
even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
How strange.
If you're gonna say something more. Suppose that you exist between life and death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition. What is he even talking about? Change results by being cut off rapidly and cause. I don't. What are they talking about? Oh. Death, 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 death. What? This game. I think I'm gonna end it here though. That's a good spot to end. What is going on? We're either in a game or virtual reality or the whole thing was a game? Is that Makoto or is that me? Hajime, or is that Makoto? I don't know, we're gonna leave it here. I'm almost done. Alright, okay. Then I will finish the investigation and then we'll end it there. What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the one earlier? Maybe you can't hear my voice from the other side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. The thing you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us. I really want to save you guys right away, but but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like the guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe that you're listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. Well, that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just a virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. So we are in a program then. Definitely. Well, like, I guess look at the surroundings. But like, what do they mean? Are we just digital now? Are we just programs, or is this virtual reality? This was the only way you can save us. I wanted to save you guys. Save us. What did you save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam grand, right? You know 11037? The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. There's a reason I left the 11037 password. A place where the teacher... Oh, I only realized it now. I remember Tiger said it. Leon. It is Leon, isn't it? Wow, I only realized that now. I'm so dumb. He's the backup. Why is the password Leon though? Is that just to be connecting to the previous game? A place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Oh, okay, that's why. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that you will all to you all. I've entrusted it to your future, but that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. Leon? Or who? I'm so confused. I'm sure they are gonna crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. In a worst case scenario, when an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the force shutdown sequence. Oh, that went loud. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose your own, independently of the observer. Which means if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the countdown sequence, you need more than half of the number of people. In order to do that, he has 2 backup plans. He's so prepared this time. Well, I'm guessing he's older now, so he'd be wiser.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway...
That's all the hints you're gonna get. It's been a while since I've spoken in length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth the wait a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is to prevent the virus invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is all up to you. Do your best. But what are we supposed to do with the truth? Alright, I'm gonna end it there then. I don't know if that's all the clues, but let's just end it there. This is quite intense. I'm liking this ending. Definitely lots of chapter 0 and 6. Alright. Alright, thanks for watching. And I'm guessing we will have the dramatic conclusion next time on City Cruise Live. That's fine, oh yikes. Alright. See you. And I guess things are gonna get really climactic in the next episode. Bye!